Welcome to our demo on using file-based data import or FPDI to import sustainability activities. In this demo, I will walk through the process of importing activities into Oracle Fusion Cloud Sustainability using FPDI for bulk data loading. With corporate sustainability becoming a priority for organizations, handling large volumes of data is a challenge, where manual entry would be impractical and time consuming. Oracle Sustainability provides multiple methods for creating activities. The user interface facilitates the quick entry of ad hoc activities, while the VB added spreadsheets allow for the creation of multiple activities simultaneously. However, these methods are not suitable for loading large volumes of activities or for meeting data conversion requirements. FPDI allows you to load a large volume of activities using a standardized data import format. This reduces errors and improves efficiency. FPDI offers efficient way to load bulk data into Oracle Cloud applications. It involves downloading predefined Excel templates, populating these templates with data, converting them into CSV files, and finally uploading them to Oracle using the FPDI processes. If you're familiar with using FPDI for other objects in Fusion, the process is very similar. To get started, you will need the Sustainability Integration Specialist job role. Once 24D update is available, you will be able to download the Sustainability FPDI template from standard Oracle documentation or Oracle support website, very similar to the one you see in this demo. I already have the template open. This template will have multiple worksheets. The first sheet contains instructions and guidelines. Review these instructions carefully. Other three sheets are for sustainability activities, measures, and emissions. Move on to the relevant data sheet. These sheets have column headers that correspond to the data fields in Oracle Fusion Cloud Sustainability. The comments on the column headers explain the data type expected, column description, and special instructions if any. Populate the data sheet with your data. Ensure that each column is filled out accordingly to the guidelines provided in the template, including using the correct data formats. Refer to the sample data in the template, including different modes of calculation. In the Sustainability Activities tab, you define activities and their attribute values, including unique interface activity key, activity type attributes, using the emission factor map descriptive flex field attributes configured as part of your setup. You can also provide activity date, legal entity, country, and supplier. Note that the activity number is auto-generated. The external reference number is used to link imported activities to the source system, and the interface activity key is the reference of activity in the activity measures and emissions to the activity. In the Measures tab, you can capture each activity's measure values, for example, quantity, distance, or amount. Emissions are either calculated by the application using the best matched emission factor mapping when calculation mode is using matched factors. Calculated by the application using the emission factors provided on the activity when the calculation mode is manual entry of factors, or directly provided on the activity when the calculation mode is manual entry of emissions. Once your data is populated in the Excel template, save the Excel file. To generate the CSV file required for import, use the Generate CSV File button provided in the Excel template in the first sheet. This button runs a macro that converts the data into one or more CSV files ready for upload. Save the zip file in a location where they are easily accessible for the next steps. This zip file contains 3 CSV files, each for sustainability activities, measures, and emissions. Log in to Oracle Cloud Applications. Navigate to the File Import and Export screen under the Tools section from Navigator menu. Click on the plus icon. On Upload File dialog, browse the zip file generated in the previous step. Set the account. PRC Sustainability Import. Click on the Save and Close button. After uploading the CSV file, navigate to the Schedule Process screen under Tools from the Navigator menu. Click on the Schedule New Process button. Search for the Load Interface file for import. In the Process Details dialog, specify import process as Import Sustainability Activities. And select the data file last uploaded to UCM. Click Submit to run the process. Note that the process may involve multiple steps such as loading data into interface tables and validating the data. After submitting the process, monitor its status in the Schedule Process screen. If the process completes successfully, review the log files and output files to ensure that all records were successfully and correctly imported into the interface tables. If there are errors, download the output file, review the details, correct the issues in your data file, and rerun the process. Common issues may include data format discrepancies. After importing the data into interface table, as a final step, let's run the schedule process, import sustainability activities. Provide the parameters. If you wish to validate and post activities to Sustainability Ledger, set Post to Ledger parameters value as yes. Wait for the process to complete. If the process ends with errors, your activities might have failed validations. Review the output file for details and repeat the process for those records after fixing the validation failures. For troubleshooting, verify if there are any missing attributes, including missing setups, invalid data values, or other discrepancies like missing references. The output file, like the sample in this demo, provides detailed information about each error record uniquely identified by its interface key and the specific error message with corresponding data fields. Once the import process is successful, navigate to Manage Activities as Sustainability Analyst and verify that the data has been imported correctly. You can also use FPDI to delete sustainability activities which are in draft status by providing valid and unique activity number of activities to be deleted and setting the action column value to delete. Once an activity is deleted, its corresponding measures and emissions are automatically deleted. In this demo, we saw how FPDI facilitates the efficient import of large volumes of sustainability data from various sources, ensuring that data from different systems can be integrated consistently into Oracle application. This completes the demo. Thank you for watching.